Of the plaintiff's experts that testified on March 11th, Mr. Anderson and Mr. Shun, on their testimony regarding the two economic damages and Mr. Turkel's closing that was on March 18th, comparing it to the verdict form. And from that, while Mr. Turkel did write on the verdict form the $50 million figure, the testimony by the experts were more generic, I should say. You use that term for generic as opposed to those that it could be, or hedge terms of that sort. So with that review, I appreciate the case law that was on the garden variety and looking at the various types of cases. But really none of those cases were like this case. They were medical cases where there were dollar figures of how much the charges were, etc. They were age or wage loss. So they really weren't comparable type cases to this type of a case on that portion of the economic damages. So I'm going to deny the motion for a new trial and find no reason to apply any remittiture to this case. And so with that ruling, I think that resolves that. All right, so at this point, since we're going to be taking a break in another 7 minutes, we'll just break early. I'll ask you all to come back at 2:15. So also during the lunch break, perhaps the attorneys can talk about those two issues. One is on the proposed stipulated order, on the numbered but not received trial exhibits, and the issue on the renewed motion for dismissal for fraud on the court. I'm thinking I shouldn't even approach that at this point, but y'all can talk about it and give me your thoughts. All right, anything else? No? No? Okay, great. Thank you all very much. See you then at 2:15.
All rise. Court is in recess till 2:15.